Hey guys, welcome out to the range. I'm getting ready to run a drill that I picked up from Reed Hendricks. I need to find out what the name of it is, but basically it's 100 yards, which is right here. And it is 100, 75, 50, 25, and then 7 yards. And basically it's prone, kneeling, standing, and then standing headshot. And down there I've got an Action Targets full torso, 3/8 steel with a 8-inch circle painted in its chest, and then the rubber dummy on the left is for the headshot, because once you get that close to steel you're going to start taking chunks out of it. I'm running my 13/7 drilled, pin, and welded, and someone's going to make a comment about the gloves. These are Oakley gloves that I'm trying to get used to. I don't like them. They lack dexterity, and the padding in the thumb section and right across the palm just makes my huge hands that much bigger, and it just causes sticking issues with my handgun. With a rifle it's perfect because the finger pads themselves are actually good, but when it comes to handgun it just makes my hands too big, and I end up riding up on the slide and causing malfunctions. One of the crucial things for this drill is knee pads. I like my knees. I try to be nice to them. These are a very old pair of T.REX knee pads, and T.REX is absolutely worth the money, guys. However, their clasps are crap, so I end up getting steel G-hooks to take the place of the garbage clasps that end up failing. And when I say failing, I mean they crack. This is a really cool drill because even if you're fast walking it, your heart rate gets up because you're doing this 10 times and it's 100 yards, so you end up basically doing 1,000 yards. The wind is blowing really hard, so I don't even know what this camera's picking up. Let me start my timer and get on it. Oh man, that one's gonna be out. If that isn't out, I'll be surprised. I ran this drill a couple days ago and I'm feeling it. Gotta get in the groove of things. Yeah, that one's out. Well, split the line. Might be a keeper. Every fiber in my being wants to take off on a run right now. The problem that I have is I've been double dog dared so many times in my life and taken them like an idiot that now I'm getting ready to hit 50. This coming Sunday I hit 50. I don't really know when you guys are going to be viewing this video, but for me, this coming Sunday I hit the big 5-0, and I've entered that window in time where if you're abusive to your body, you can make mild issues become permanent issues if you don't watch it. So I try not to do dumb things anymore. And I'm getting shoved around by that wind. And I am getting really shoved around hard. Oh, how much I love this drill. When it comes to rifle, this has truly become my favorite drill because it does everything. Oh yeah! love it. That was left. Every time I got my shot, the wind goes, oh, oh. Perfect opportunity to show you how my sling will keep your gun right where it needs to be. See how it's hovering right there? I have it moved off to the side just a little bit, and it tends to stick right there. It doesn't bounce into my leg constantly and wear me out, but when I need it, all I've got to do is swing it up and get to it. Every one of those is going right in his nose, pretty much. All right, for the walk back, story time. A couple weeks ago, my Micro T1 took a dump. Now, this is something that a lot of you are gonna go, what? And Aimpoint's probably gonna go, no! All right, listen, it didn't take a full dump. The dot would creep out and I'd hit the optic and the dot would turn back on, or I'd run the rheostat and the dot would turn back on. I'd cycle the weapon, pull the trigger on a dry fire. Oh, that was off. That was off. That wind's shoving me around. I'd pull the trigger on dry fire, the dot would go out. I'd smack it, dot would turn back on. So I went, okay, we're done with this. So I headed home. Hang on. Headed home. Took the cover off the battery compartment. Took out the battery. Got a QD electrical contact cleaner. Hang on. Put her on a Q-tip, and I cleaned all the contacts inside. I then cleaned, and then I grabbed the new battery, even though the battery that was in there had 3 marks on it, which means 2023 is when that battery has to go. But I went ahead and I pulled it anyways, because you never know, it could be a bad battery. And so put a new battery in, and then I also sprayed contact cleaner around here, around the seam of the rheostat, and I ran it back and forth. Problem solved. Now here's the deal about this optic. Hang on. This optic has been in continuous service since 2012. Now think about that. This Micro T1 has been running since 2012. Obviously, I've gone through batteries, but what I mean is, it's been asked to be on. Hold on. That's off. Oh, I hate that. So for an optic that's been running nonstop for a decade, and it just had its first hiccup, that's darn good. Man, I'm feeling this one. I've been physically working my tail off out here the last few days, so I'm feeling the physical labor. And it's showing in my thrown shots. But like they say, aim small, miss small. All right, there's the first mag. That's 30. Here comes 20. Guys, this is a drill that if you have 100 yards to work with and you've got 50 rounds, this is the drill. Now I know that your first inkling is, man, 50 rounds, that's a lot of ammo. Yeah, but hang on a second. That's 50 rounds across a protracted period of time. I promise you, you can buzz through 50 rounds faster than 20-something, 30-something minutes. If you're walking this, you'll get it done in about 30 minutes. If you're running it, you'll get it done in the mid to high 20s. And you can easily go through more ammo than 50 rounds in that period of time. So consider that. Oh, that blasted wind. Just when I've got that shot, doink. It's the perfect temperature for this too. It's in the mid 60s. Obviously the wind is blowing. And the sun is low. It's probably about 6 o'clock right now. Oh man, I yanked that. I yanked that. This is a Geisley SSA trigger. And yeah, you can yank a Geisley. Once again, put your gun where you want it, stays put. In the last few days, since I released a video about going to 2-point slings completely, I've had a lot of people ask me, but why? Because you're so big on single points. Well, yeah. But the reason my 2-point behaves like a single point is because A, it's simplicity, B, the that's low and right. I don't know if I'm doing it consistently, but you'll notice that 100, 75, and 50, I believe I'm passing my thumb over instead of here. Here at 25, my thumb is on. And at 7 yards, it's on. I'll tell you what that's about in a second. When you're shooting your rifle, if you take your thumb your hand is capable of doing this. So at 175 and 50, treat it like it's a precision shot. Pass your thumb over, isolate the forearm musculature, take your shot, jump up, grab your gun and go. 25 and 7, just hold that gun like a broomstick. Oh man, I don't know where I am, but I should be getting to the bottom of this. Oh, that's off. That was off. I shifted my knee position. That was off. Grab another mag. Oh, that one's empty. Notice what I did with my support hand? I went from here to here. Because the support hand doing this, because I'm getting tired, it causes your musculature to cause tremors. If you pass the thumb over the top, then your hand is nothing but ballast on the forend. That was off to the right. This is why, whenever possible, have a shooting partner with you. They can remind you of natural point of aim by saying NPA, NPA. You gotta find your natural NPA before you pull that trigger. I remember being young. Hey man, 50 is the new 40. That's it. Well, you know what? Let's go grade the hits. Wow. 1, 2. That's on the line. That's a keeper. 3 out. 4. That's on the line. Let me educate you guys. When you're talking about steel, that's the bullet hit. That's the bullet hit. That's fracture from the bullet popping. See how these multiple layers of paint? The bullet fractures and catches flakes that might be a little proud of the surface area, and it just rips them right off. That's why if you want to clean a target, you just, oh, hang on a minute. Gotta stop the clock. Okay, so that would have been, we'll just call it 27 minutes. So 27 minutes for a fast walk ain't too shabby. This could be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's on the line. So I've got 4 out. And then all the headshots are right there, covered by 2 fingers. You can tell they're fresh. These are existing holes. You can always tell a bullet hit because the bullet will go through and it'll kind of flake off paint around it. So all my hits were right there, and I think maybe that's a new one, but yeah, everything is inside the middle of the head. Guys, this is a drill that has become my absolute favorite for rifle because it does everything. It's physical ability, shooting under stress. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to cover this, trying to cover the mics as best I can, guys. I apologize. This wind is really going at it. Everything that's needed to be done to survive an altercation with a rifle, I believe, is in this drill. I guess I should clarify that point by saying at distance. This is a distance drill, and it has truly become my new favorite because it is a cardio workout. I was telling my daughter about it this morning. She works out in the garage for about 30 to 45 minutes, and I said, you know what, you ought to come out to the range and do this one with me because you get to run and shoot. And she goes, really? And I went, I love that girl. It's a dynamite drill, guys. It does it all. There's not much else to say about this drill. It does it all. As I've mentioned before, Tier 1 Citizen is a viewer-supported channel, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me with sling purchases and with donations to the channel. That is really cool. If you want to send support dollars to me, go to tier1citizen.com. Scroll up a little bit. You're going to see a little square on the right side with my logo on it. Click on that and run that slider up as high as you want, and I greatly appreciate your support. If you guys have any questions, concerns, leave them below. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out and practice. Have a good one. Time to pick up brass.